Hi, and welcome to another episode of Tool Talk. I'm Mark the Window Cleaner. This show brought to you by WindowCleaningResource.com. Well, on a cold, snowy day like it is today, there's nothing I like to do better than to sit inside nice and warm and make videos on the tools that I use in the trade. I'll leave Mr. Squeegee to handle all that outside icy weather talk. Anyway, today I want to talk to you about the Tubex system. That's basically a bucket on a belt system similar to Unger's. So this one is made by Pulex. Now I got this product, I really had high anticipations about it because it had some features on it that were quite unique in comparison to the Unger. For instance, the Unger system had a belt loop that would just fold over, go in behind the belt loop, and then snap into place. Where in this particular one, you can attach this one piece to your belt loop and keep it on at all times. Then whenever you want your bucket system, your Tubex system, all you have to do is snap it on. Voila. Anyway, in trying out this tool for a week or two, automatically I realized that you only save yourself maybe a second compared to using the Unger system. So that feature there, it's different, not better, not worse. One of the other things I was looking forward to in this particular system is that it has 3 chambers for holding different size squeegees, and that in comparison to the Unger where you only have 2. Now, one thing I notice about how I work is that I don't often go around and carry a lot of different squeegees with me per se. Sometimes I'll carry around same size squeegees or similar size squeegees, but they might function differently. For instance, I may have just a standard squeegee, 18-inch or whatever, and then I'll carry a 0-degree squeegee, also 18-inch, for unique situations. Now, if you take a look closely on the side here, you'll notice that the chambers aren't all the same size. I guess that's an automatic way to tell you as the consumer that you would put your smaller squeegees in the outer side ones and your bigger squeegee in the middle. Well, as for me, like I said, I use sometimes the same size squeegees, just they function a little bit differently, and this, of course, as you can see, is going to be a bit of a problem. So this is really ideally set up for when you want to have a big squeegee which you can put down in the center, a smaller one, a little detailing squeegee, maybe in the front, and then a middle of the road size squeegee which you can put in the back. And of course, then you finish it off with your strip washer. And in this particular case I have an 18-inch. Holds 18-inch well enough, as you can see. Now that we have all these components inside this belt, we can put this onto our belt loop, and this is where we get into a situation where I wasn't terribly impressed, and I'll talk to you about that in a second. Okay, so here's the belt system. It's now hooked onto my belt here. Normally I would have my actual tool belt, which sits slightly above here. This is just my standard belt on my pants. One of the issues I have right away is that this top section that stays on your belt at all times, I think they could have made it about half the length, because you can see how low this belt system is riding. I mean, it goes down just below my kneecap. And the other thing is, now they advertise this holds 3 squeegees, and I've showed you that 3 squeegees fit in here fine. But once you get the 3 squeegees in, plus a wet strip washer, it's quite a bit of weight in here. And one thing I've noticed walking around is that the belt system actually tips forward, and then I find that my tools are leaning forward like this, or the opposite, I'll have it, maybe it swings around. Either way, I find quite a lot of the times, it's flipping back and forth, making your tools unstable in there. Now, it does come with a little string attachment which you can tie onto your leg, but as I said, because this rides rather low, I'd be tying that string just below my kneecap, which isn't, in my opinion, very desirable. The other thing that I've noticed, I've done quite a lot of searches for pictures of other window cleaners using this product out in the field, and 2 things I've noticed. One is that they've worn their tool belts up really high, so that would bring that up to about here. Now this is an ideal height to have a belt system. Down here hanging close to your knees really gets annoying. So that's one thing I noticed. The other thing I noticed is that although it does hold 3 squeegees, they didn't use it as such. In fact, they just had the one squeegee in, the big one, and then they just used the other chambers for their channels alone. So you see right there, automatically takes away almost half the weight by getting rid of those 2 other squeegees. You still have access to different sizes, and I think this would actually be the most ideal way I would use it. But as I explained earlier in the video, I do like to use quite often the same size squeegees, just with different functions. And so this is not the optimal tool for me. But it could be the optimal tool for you. If you are someone who uses 3 squeegees of different sizes, 2 or 3 squeegees, doesn't have to be 3, this would be quite good for you. Like I said, this version here that has the snap-on strap, it just hangs too low. They should have made this perhaps maybe about half the size. Either that or else you have to wear your belt a fair bit higher and work it like that. Okay, so all in all, I guess you can tell that this isn't a product that has impressed me greatly. It does have a lot of features that I'm sure some of you will take advantage of. Really, this one comes down to taste. Like I said, you have the different size squeegees and you want something for that purpose. This will suit you fine. As for me, I much prefer the Unger bucket on the belt system. I still haven't tried the bucket on the belt system from Ettore, so who knows, maybe down the road when I cover that product we could have a new winner. But as for now, this is a pretty good product for many window cleaning applications, and you can find it on windowcleaningresource.com, and you can take my opinions on it. You can take a look at my other video on the Unger bucket on a belt and sort of see what's going to work best for you. Anyway, go check them out, windowcleaningresource.com. Take care. Bye for now.